So basically, most of the people say last week to just relax and don't do anything, just revise the short notes and all.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so. Just keep some basic practice along with the revision and all.
Mm-hmm.
So you do revision. I won't tell don't do revision, but at least practice some 10 to 15 problems a day, because that touch whatever you will have you will miss in that 7 days would make a huge difference when you give in the exam.
Hey guys, welcome back to Career Cushion. Our guest for today is Vinay. He's currently working at IOCL. He's here to share his thoughts and experiences today. Thanks for joining us, Vinay.
Thank you, Pranati.
So let's get started by knowing him first. Vinay, can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure, Pranati. So, hello everyone. I am RNB Vinay. So, I have done my chemical engineering in NIT Nagpur and graduated in 2021. And I have given GATE in 2021 and got a rank of 312. So, with that rank, I have joined M.Tech in IIT Delhi in 21. And again, I have given GATE in 22 and secured a rank of 93 in 22. And I have joined IOCL in this year in December. And now I am here with you.
Nice. So Vinay, can you tell us your GATE journey when you started preparing and what resources you have used?
Okay, Pranti. So basically, I thought of GATE in my second year of BTech. So then I thought I was just exploring what will be the options when we give GATE. So I have decided GATE to give GATE in third year, and I have joined a coaching institute. I won't name the coaching institute, but I have joined some offline coaching institute in our college, near our college only, Nagpur.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what has happened during COVID, we could not go to the classes at that time in 2019. So they have given some online material for us to prepare, but
Mm-hmm.
that was not of that good quality because so many lectures and so many concepts were missing in that. So then I decided to prepare on myself based on using some standard textbooks and whatever the BTech notes that we had.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that, I have started preparing in 2020, maybe in May. Full-fledged preparation was started at that time. So with a proper plan and all. So 2020, I started preparing based on the standard textbooks and whatever the study material of my BTech classes that I had. So 2020 I have started, and by 2020 December I have completed my syllabus. So I have planned in a good manner to prepare the syllabus by
Mm-hmm.
2020. So as I was in home and the sessions were also in online, so I got a pretty good time for my preparation. So by 2020 I was able to complete my preparation. So then I was giving test series from 2020 December until Jan 7th. Jan 7th to Jan second week. I have given some basic subject-wise test series and all. So full-fledged test series, I have given nearly about seven number of full-fledged test series until Jan second week.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was somewhat my graph was decreasing in the marks and all that I was getting in the test series. So I misinterpreted that I was lacking in the concepts and I was forgetting the concepts. But actually the test series level was increasing that I could not interpret, and I thought I would again revise the concepts within this time, and I have left giving the test series at that time
Mm-hmm.
within that 2 weeks time before gate. So that was the biggest mistake that I have done in 2021 gate, which backfired because continuous practice is main important for giving gate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened. I left the 2 weeks preparing again without giving any test series and doing practice. So that was the mistake that I have, which I have rectified in the next coming gate 2022.
Oh, is it? Can you tell us about the standard books that you have used for your preparation?
So basically, thermodynamics, James Smith is one textbook, and for mass transfer, Trebal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so CRE, chemical reaction engineering, you can use Levenspill. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
good book. You can also use Fogler also, but I have not used. But it's also a good book. I have heard about it. So I have used Levenspill personally. So it's also a good book, and it's easy to understand also. If you are not able to understand, you can go to NPTEL lectures by Krishnaya sir from
Mm-hmm.
IIT Madras. So
Mm-hmm.
he follows Levenspill he would teach every bit of 11th skill in a very good manner. So but it will take time. So if you have a very good time for preparation, then I would suggest to go through his lectures rather than directly going to 11th skill book. So mass transfer is Trebal, and fluid mechanics you can fluid mechanics you can use Sengel. Sengel is a very good book. Sengel is also a good book. Actually, I have not gone through Sengel that much. So Sengel is a good book. Heat transfer, you can also go through Sengel for heat transfer also. That's
Okay.
also a good book.
What planning you have done? Like, have you prepared subjects in parallel, or you have completed one subject and then went for the preparation of other subject?
As you have told, I had pretty good time for preparation, so I went subject wise only,
Okay.
not like parallelly, because I had good time. I was not in a rush,
Mm-hmm.
so I prepared subject wise only. But if you have less time, like only 4 to 5 months for preparation, then I would suggest take two subjects in parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Keep one major subject like mass transfer as one main subject, and keep other subject like chemical process calculation, that is minor subjects, as parallel, and prepare. So that would be effective for that particular less time, and for preparation also, for that time constraint also, it would be suitable. But don't keep any two major subjects parallelly, because you may be able to prepare, but by time you may forget those concepts, because major concept and very lengthy concepts also lie in these major subjects. So
While preparing again for the gate, you are doing MTech as well, right? So
yes,
how
yes.
have you managed your preparation and MTech, and what changes in the strategy of preparation you have made?
So basically, doing M.Tech and preparing GATE is a task actually. So
Mm-hmm.
because the curriculum of M.Tech is not like B.Tech, it's not chill, because the subjects will be more advanced, and whatever the basic knowledge that we have with B.Tech would not be sufficient, and the assignments and the projects would be so rigorous that you won't get that much time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you prepare gate, then it would be somewhat tedious task. So you have to plan in proper manner, and you may get 2 to 3 hours per day if you are managing both
Okay.
parallelly. So okay, because I was in online mode, I could get 4 to 5 hours per day for preparation. So basically, after M.Tech, I have not studied for any 2 3 months. So basically, by November only, I started preparing.
Mm-hmm.
So November, after end sem examinations that ended nearly in the third week of November, I started preparation. So I have given 2 weeks of time just to revise whatever the notes that I have prepared in previous year.
Mm-hmm.
So then I thought the mistake that I have done before was not practicing in the last minute of my exam. So that has backfired me, because that application part of that concepts did not strike me in the exam, and I have done some silly mistakes in 2021. So
Mm-hmm.
that is majorly because of lack in practice in 2021. So I decided preparation and revising the concepts I can do parallelly with test series.
Mm-hmm.
So then by December first week, I have started giving test series. That too, one full length test series a day and one subject wise test series a day. So one full length test series I used to give alternate days, subject wise every day I used to give.
Mm-hmm.
So alternate days, whatever the test I would give, I would not get demotivated by marks and all.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever the mistakes and whatever the concepts in which I was making some mistakes, I used to revise that.
Okay.
By going to standard textbook, anything, I would go into deep into that concept.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the strategy. I was doing that parallelly. So concept and practice was being in parallel mode. And moreover, in December was our sem break. So time was also not a constraint in that time. So I could give test series. I could prepare with the concepts. So that
Got
was
it.
strategy.
Got it. Got it. What is the last minute advice, like, for the last month, last 1 week, what the aspirants should focus on?
So basically, most of the people say last week to just relax and don't do anything, just revise the short notes and all.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so. Just keep some basic practice along with the revision and all.
Mm-hmm.
So you do revision. I won't tell don't do revision, but at least practice some 10 to 15 problems a day, because that touch, whatever you will have, you will miss in that 7 days, would make a huge difference when you give in the exam. Because when you have that touch only, if there is some tricky question also, that touch and that practice would help you to remember the concept and apply it perfectly. But if you just leave and just relax to keep the mind, most of the people think keeping mind in a relaxed situation in the last 1 week time, so that they could give their best. But at least do some practice so that you would not lose any touch in the last minute. So practice only is the main important thing in GATE. So concepts are important, but with concepts and no practice, you can't crack GATE with a good rank below 100 or 150. So at least reduce your preparation time in last 1 week. I would suggest that, but don't completely leave your practice and don't doing nothing in the last 7 weeks would backfire you in the exam. That's what the advice is.
True, true. I completely agree on that. What are the options someone will have after GATE?
Um, the basic main important thing that I was aiming was that of PSU. So
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, you have M.Tech. Actually, M.Tech is also a good option. So
Mm-hmm.
I was doing M.Tech, so I could tell you about them. Placements are good. Most people tell that placements would be less and all,
Mm-hmm.
but the average package that we get is nearly about 10 to 11, 10 to 11 or maybe 12 also
Mm-hmm.
lakhs per annum. Leave this year situation because may basic on the recession and all, the placements are less this year.
Yeah.
But generally, whatever the placements I have seen for the seniors were decent enough, and they are not that much less or less package and all. They are good options. Very good companies come to IITs.
Mm-hmm.
So certain new colleges I would not suggest to do M.Tech in. So new IITs and new NITs. So just if you have any aspirations to do higher studies further, like PhD or going abroad for PhD and all, then you can do in IITs, any new NITs or IITs, because that would give you some tag and some profile would be building.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you are focused on placements after MTech, then I would suggest you to join old IITs and some old NITs up to Tiruchi, Warangal and all.
Okay.
So that would fetch you good package, decent enough package. So that's all. That's a good option after GATE.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you are focused on placements more, like joining a company after MTech as well, so you choose PSU instead. Is it the
Yes,
reason
yes,
why?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, got it.
I was not interested in doing PhD and also
Got it.
ultimate aim was to go into some company.
And also, like through GATE, people can join for MBA and a few
Yes, yes.
universities.
It's not completely MBA, but it's industrial engineering. NITI
Mm-hmm.
is one college in Mumbai, which gives you course in PGTI, so
Mm-hmm.
postgraduate diploma in industrial engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very good college. The average package is nearly 20 to 22 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, most of the mechanical engineers get a good chance to go there because their gate score is comparatively greater than our chemical engineering branch. So, but if you are in top 50 or top 70 rank, then you would get a chance to go to NITI. You
Okay,
can get a call for interview, and if you crack that interview, you will be getting the admission.
got it,
And
got it.
so many friends of mine also not joined PSU and joined NITI instead. So
Yes.
it's a good option.
Mm-hmm.
Based on your preferences, you can take up that.
Okay. What are all the PSUs that accept the GATE score?
ONGC is one which always accepts gate score. IOCL, HPCL used to do, but now they are conducting their own exam. So
Mm-hmm.
HPCL is not there. And this year MRPL came with
Okay.
a gate selection.
Mm-hmm.
Nalco is one company.
Mm-hmm.
SAIL,
Mm-hmm.
SAIL is there, and Engineers India Limited, GAIL is there. So these are some of the companies. Major recruiters are ONGC and IOCL for chemical engineers.
Okay.
So others are not regular. They will come alternate years or like that.
Okay.
So these are the main major companies where we can focus upon.
Mm-hmm. What rank in GATE someone should get to get into PSUs and MTech as well?
So MTech you can get IIT up to 1000 rank also. Any
Mm-hmm.
IIT, IIT BHU up to IIT BHU you can get up to 1000 rank also.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for PSUs, this year the vacancies were in more number. So, nearly 150 rank in general category also got a selection in IOCL or any PSU. But generally, below 100 rank for general category is a safe option to get any
Mm-hmm.
to secure a seat in some PSU. So I would suggest to try for aim for below 100 rank if you are aiming for any PSU. To
Okay.
be in a, to be on a safer side, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not telling above 100 will not get any PSU,
Yeah.
but to be on a safer side, be under 100 rank. You could be relaxed there.
Yes. So, in M.Tech, what are all the specializations that will be offered?
So for basically for chemical engineering, all most of the college don't provide any specializations. That is only chemical engineering.
Mm-hmm.
But in IIT Madras, there is one course like catalysis technology or like that. So that is only one specialization, only in IIT Madras. In other colleges, so MTech is only on chemical engineering.
Okay. Okay. How long have you been working in IOCL? When have you joined?
I joined on December 12th, previous year, 2022. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been nearly 2 months,
Okay.
near about 2 months.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Can you give us a glimpse of your daily life, day-to-day tasks and
Uh,
responsibilities?
Basically, I would tell about my role actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not into refineries division or marketing division.
Mm-hmm.
So now I am recruited in business development division. So
Okay.
basically, most of the people don't know about this division also. So business development is a small division compared to the refineries and marketing division.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, business development division looks upon the new businesses or the further businesses that IOCL is going to take up in the near future.
Okay.
Like whatever the green energy, alternate energies, the
Mm-hmm.
petrochemicals business, the gas business, LNG business, everything comes under business development.
Okay.
So, business development, people may think it is completely not dependent on core. So, you would not be in a role where you would be applying your core skills or core knowledge. So, it's
Mm-hmm.
completely a sort of a role where you have to apply your managerial skills or business skills or analytical skills.
Mm-hmm.
So, this division offers you a role where there is a scope for doing MBA also.
Okay.
So basically, people from MBA, the campus recruits from MBA also get into this role. So actually, my designation now is Officer Petrochemical Marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I look into the marketing of the petrochemicals that IOCL produces.
Mm-hmm.
So in petrochemicals also, I am looking into polymers especially.
Mm-hmm.
So my role is like a marketing officer, as well as there is some other division in this also, like petrochemicals marketing operations,
Mm-hmm.
that mainly deals in the supply chain management of the petrochemicals. That is the petrochemicals that are produced at the plant, how
Mm-hmm.
they should be given or how they should be distributed to various parts of the country. That is seen by the petrochemicals operation division, subdivision that is in business development. And my role is on the marketing side, that is the sales of this product in various regions of the country. So
Mm-hmm.
I am now placed in Chennai, so I would be looking into the south zone of the petrochemical market. So that is my role.
Got it. Got it. After GATE, will there be only interview process or any other screening process before giving you the role?
There would be group discussion and group task and interview. So
Mm-hmm.
these three consist of 15% of the total weightage.
Mm-hmm.
So for 100 marks, 85 marks would be of a gate weightage and 5 marks would be for group discussion and group task and other 10 marks would be for interview.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So will it change from PSU to PSU or?
Yes. For ONGC, it is 60% for gate. I think 25 for your graduation, like degree. If you are B.Tech and above 7 pointer or 6 pointer, you would get some marks like that. And 15% for interview. There is no group discussion in ONGC. So
Got
it
it.
differs from PSU to PSU.
Okay. Can you give us a brief about your interview journey and group discussion journey and focus on what questions were asked?
Okay, so my interview was actually I have done an internship in IOCL Vadodara during my
Mm-hmm.
B.Tech. So my
Nice.
interview was completely on that only.
Okay.
So interview basically was asked on the lab, that is linear alkyl benzene. which
Mm-hmm.
is one petrochemical that is produced in Vadodara itself. So it is one of the first petrochemical that IOCL has entered into.
Mm-hmm.
So that was being produced in Gujarat refinery, and I have done my internship in Gujarat refinery. So most of the questions were asked on that lab, that is linear alkyl benzene unit, and whatever the units, that is delayed coking unit or atmospheric unit, on that only. So that's it. Only the my interview went on the internship on IOCL only. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not any other question except apart from this.
Okay. And group discussion is about?
Group discussion, I think it is about the open book examinations, the demerits of it and advantages of it during our COVID situation.
Okay, okay. So how many people will be involved at a time in one
In our
group?
group, there were eight people. It may vary. There may be six and seven also. Six, seven, eight is the general number.
Okay, okay. So have you given interview to ONGC as well?
No, no, it's not completed now. It's in future. ONGC interview is
Oh,
in,
is
okay.
it? Okay, okay. I wonder how the role hierarchy will be in a PSU and how will be the learning curve from college to the field or the corporate.
Uh, Basically, my division is completely new to me
Mm-hmm.
because it's completely different from my core knowledge.
Hmm.
So I have to get some supply chain knowledge, some marketing knowledge, etc. And I have to learn about the product also, because when I go into the market as a marketing officer, I should know about the product, what are the technologies that are being involved in producing the product as well. So there, I think they have recruited chemical engineers because we would have some knowledge on this polymer production,
Hmm.
basically, and the polymer properties more appropriately. So they have recruited chemical engineers in this division. I
Hmm.
think it's that possibility. So we have to know that some knowledge about the product,
Mm-hmm.
and we would be doing the marketing of the product. So I think I have a lot much to learn during my journey in IOCL now,
Hmm.
because it's completely new for me to
Got it,
get
got
into
it.
this role. Yes.
Yeah, yes. How will be the roles offered to the freshers after they recruit the candidates?
It's actually a hidden secret, but I
Mm-hmm.
think based on the interview, they decide the roles. I think so.
Okay.
Because basically, I was asked questions about the petrochemical, like lab and all. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I was pushed into this role.
Mm-hmm.
I think in that manner, but nobody knows exactly how the roles are given to the freshers.
Okay,
So
okay.
I think based on the interview only, they would give the role for the freshers.
Got it, got it.
Yeah.
So, do you have any advice for the aspirants
Regarding it or any interviews or.
regarding GATE and the further process MTech? For MTech also, will there be interview and then they will consider the
I
candidate
think
or?
certain colleges conduct interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gauti and BHU, I think they take interviews.
Okay,
In our year, there was no interviews because of the COVID situation and online exam. So there were no interviews, but I think they have started interviews in
okay,
some colleges.
okay.
So that would be based on your gate knowledge only, the gate
Mm-hmm.
concepts only, nothing more to prepare for any MTech interview.
Mm-hmm.
Your gate preparation would be sufficient for that.
Okay,
For PSU interviews, you should be preparing, mostly you have to focus on your communication skills in group discussion and group task,
okay.
because they are eliminatory rounds. In the sense, you would be promoted to personal interview,
Mm-hmm.
but if you would not get 2 marks for 5 marks in group discussion and group task, you would not be qualified, even though your gate rank is very good.
Okay,
So if
okay,
you don't get 2 marks out of 5 in group discussion and group task, you won't be selected.
okay.
So in that manner, you have to prepare and work upon your communication skills, and some HR questions that are predetermined you will get in the internet also, in core
Mm-hmm.
also you will get
Mm-hmm.
certain predetermined HR questions will be there, and based on your profile and hobbies there would be some HR questions, so that you should be well aware of and you should not stammer there in
Okay.
HR questions basically.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't answer HR questions that are asked based on your profile only, then you would be rejected straight away.
Okay.
So that's the basic things, and other interview would not be that much hard or anything. Basical, it would be on basics only,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever the internships and projects that you have done in your B.Tech or any M.Tech, etc. That would be asked.
Okay.
So for GATE, prepare well. Actually, prepare some timetable. Uh, Prepare one plan. Actually, just don't go randomly. So prepare one plan and keep at least 3 weeks for your test series. That is full length test series. You give subject wise test series in between during your preparation, and also after your preparation also you can give for practice. But for full length test series, keep in at least 3 weeks to give your full length test series, and at least give 20 number of 15 to 20 number of full length test series. So based on that, plan your schedule. Go deep into your concepts, because 2022 gate has shown how hard the gate paper can also be. So they are testing concepts now. At least compared to 2021, 2022, they were testing the concepts, not just preparing some formulas and just remembering the formulas, and the process was not sufficient. The in-depth concept was required. So I would suggest prepare well. The concept should be very perfectly prepared, and give you the test series. Give some hard test series, easy test series, and medium test series also, lengthy test series. So all the situations you should be prepared for your gate examination. So that would be done if you give as many test series as possible. So I would suggest preparing is not only enough, preparing concepts, but giving test series is more important compared to that when you are giving any competitive exam. So plan according to that, and give some test series and practice hard. That's it.
Okay. Okay. That's a great suggestion and advice. So, have you remember what group task you got?
Group task, I think. Uh, yes. So the task was given to, basically in our Indians, the creative mindset is very less. So our group should make some curriculum or changes in our education system or any other thing, whatever you want to make. So you have to suggest some changes in the system to inculcate the creative thinking among the Indians.
Okay.
So we have to jot down some points and come to some conclusion, and give them the solution to this problem.
Okay.
So this was the group task.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Any suggestions? Any other suggestions or any information you wanna share?
Uh, there's nothing much. So aspirants, they need to go to some standard textbooks as well while preparing. Most of the people just go through previous year question paper and all. So that's important. But nowadays the paper is becoming tough. So prepare the standard textbooks also. And that's it. Again, I am saying practice as much as possible. So that was a big mistake that I have done. I am again telling you. So don't do that mistake. You will regret another 1 year if you have done that mistake. So that's it. And interview, I think you can give after giving it. You just prepare on your communication skills, and that won't be that much difficult for you to crack compared to gate, because interview they won't go that much deep into your concepts and all, just basic things only they'll ask. So whenever you give your interview confidently, that would easily get through your interview.
Got it.
So that's it.
Got it. It's been a great session, Vinay. Thanks for
Thank you,
sharing
thank you,
all the
thank you, Pranati. Thank you.
thanks for sharing all the information and knowledge.
Thank you.
So, if you guys have any doubts, comment down below. Vinay will try to answer them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Consider subscribing if you have enjoyed so far. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.